What's going on YouTube? It's Raka with a video a little bit more earlier than I normally do. Wish I would have done this yesterday, but literally work kicked my ass. Apparently I have no free time on the weekends anymore. But this video here is a little bit more special. I was supposed to be reacting to Shoe on Head's latest video, but I got a lot of positive attention from the people that watched the latest video I did about Nux. I'm a big fan of Nux, so eventually it was going to happen, but seeing the comments in the comment section really made me feel really happy that I did something that I want to do, and I actually got positive attention towards it. So, first one right here, Jared, thank you very much for the comment. Bro, I've been waiting for someone to actually react to Nux's full video that wasn't a hit piece reaction. Someone protect this VTuber. That means a lot, seriously. That's why I wanted to give you a shout out right there. And also, I got this one here not too long ago. Daniel, you definitely deserve my sub. And thank you for this reaction. I'm going to thank you, Daniel, for the comment. It means a lot. That video still has some scarring to me. I'm not going to lie. And then also this one right here as well. Doom. Great video, man. Always nice to see someone that appreciates Nux takes. And I do appreciate his takes. I will admit there have been once in a while where, but that's the best part about freedom of speech. You have your opinion to pretty much anything. And just because you don't believe 100% or agree 100%, you know what? It still works out in the end. So I wanted to give a shout out to you three right there. And Jared in the comments mentioned that he wanted me to react to a video that Nux did 4 months ago. Fat influencers keep passing away. This was about 4 months ago, and yeah, so because of that, I'm going to do this. Also, because I did get 10 likes, I'll be reacting to Nux's other one involving the same topic. Just we'll be going 10% less. Anyway, let's just jump right into this video here, okay? Shall we? Let's go right into it. Alright, so let's just jump right into the video. If I remember correctly, this video right here is going to have a lot of very interesting comments from Nux, but we already know what we're getting into. So let's just jump right into it. Fat influencers keep passing away.
Huge people and less huge people, welcome to a brand new video. Are we making fun of fat people today? No, we are not. We are not making fun of any fat people today. We are eulogizing them. Apparently,
we're just putting awareness to the cult.
Fat influencers are passing away, and I, for one, am very sad about this. I'm very sad about this. I, for one, am very sad at the death of the fat people. Now, again, you're probably wondering if I'm being sarcastic here, and I'll tell you the honest truth. The honest truth is, I am sad that these fat people are dying, and I am also sad that they are getting killed by other fat people telling them that it's cool to be fat and that it's not unhealthy. Now, I want to say that I like having discussions that are not necessarily politically correct on this channel. However, I do think they are important discussions to have and to normalize. Whether that is saying that all the fucking DEI video game shits are stupid, I'm down.
Oh God, we're in the strongest of the DEI era 4 months ago.
To talk about that for sure, for real, because I think it's an important conversation to have. It is racist against white people, and that counts as racism in my book, because that's bad. And when it comes to the fat suicide cult, that is the it's not even fat acceptance.
No, it's not. It's just people with an illness. Unfortunately, I know a bunch of people, some of which I do take care of, that they love food so much, they literally spend more money that's normal. Like, anybody that's living can easily stretch out like $30 to $50 per week, food-wise, to live, to get by. Ramen and macaronis, it could be your very good friend when you're trying to stretch $1. But I know people that spend almost hundreds of dollars, at least $200 a day for them and their wife, almost daily. And I'm thinking to myself, you're eating the food, you're not enjoying the food, you're just eating it. You're slowly killing yourself. But that's the problem with a lot of these people. They think that this is acceptance, when this is just suicide in a different form.
It's glorification and literally lying to themselves, self-gaslighting about how fat people are healthy and stuff. Like, that shit's not real and not...
I told you I was getting ready for a Shoe on Head video.
not true. And I am sad that fat influencers are passing away, but I am saying that all the people that criticize me for this video, let's just say I will probably be outlived.
Yeah, didn't Nux get a shit ton of hate from all this? If I remember correctly, he got a lot of hate from this. But you know what? It's bringing awareness to people that don't understand how bad things really are. That, at the end of the day, that's what it all comes down to. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not making anything from this. I'm just a dumb idiot on the internet just reacting to someone I enjoy watching, who is pretty much like my influence for doing YouTube stuff and Twitch stuff. Hopefully Twitch will one day get better. But yeah, if my video can make one person out there see this and share this with another person, a different opinion on the topic, you know what? I did my job. And that's enough.
Being most of you. Okay? I will run away, and you will never catch up. Oh, yes.
Yeah, my father used to do a joke. Always have a larger person as a friend during a zombie apocalypse. Because when the time comes, all you have to do is just trip them, and then that's it. Or just outrun them. Yeah, my father has a sense of humor.
All right, let's see what it's all about.
Fat acceptance is a cult.
Yes! Oh my
It is.
God! You won me over already. Holy shit.
It's not just a cult. It's just a different form of mental health. It's just more of mental health than a cult. There are people that take it like a cult, but it's just a lot of people that don't understand that you don't need to eat that extra thing. You know what? Sometimes you don't need to go to a restaurant like a Chili's or somewhere like that and eat the entire plate. It is not a sin to eat 1/3 of a burger and leave 2/3 to bring home with you.
Just a reminder that I am very fat and
Thank you for reminding me. Very excited to see where you'll end up in 30 years.
very sexy.
Well, that part is just, I guess, subjective. I would argue that sexiness is subjective, okay? And in my completely subjective opinion, I have eyes. Moving on.
And I am 100% glorifying obesity.
You are promoting slow burn suicide.
See, that right there, that's the truth right there. It is just another form of suicide. That's what it comes down to.
Huge! But we take those. Nux, prime example of people, there needs to be more people like Nux, making fun of stupid people on the internet. I disagree. I think one of me is too much for society. Definitely subscribe, but moving on.
No, we definitely could use a couple more people like Nux, and there are a couple more people out there like Nux, which is nice.
I want to inspire big girls all over the world.
Oh, yeah, really? What you want to inspire them to do?
Don't forget, not too long ago, there was a rapper that tried to sue an Uber because of her size, and she didn't want to order the extra large Uber. She wanted to order the smaller Uber.
Die sooner? Because if so, you're doing a fantastic job.
This is what I manifest every single day.
By what, eating burgers? No!
Supersized salon star died at, I'm guessing, okay, 37. Jamie Lopez, the star of WE's TV Supersized Star Salon Culture, has died. She was 37.
Oh! She died at 37. That's actually so sad.
That is very sad. Think about it. Your whole life right there. I mean, when you're under 40, you still have a life ahead of you. And the fact that you didn't change it or do anything to, you know, try to better yourself, it's sad. I mean, you had family, you had friends, and you pretty much made your choice, and then that was it. It's disheartening.
It is sad. Like, I'm not trying to make light. As you know, my content is generally lighthearted. We like taking topics, and we try to normalize what I think is common sense.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
By making fun of idiots, but, like, listen, you actually lived the lifestyle of, this is a slow burn suicide. Like, I don't even want to be rude, bro. Like,
you lived a life of putting one foot into the ground.
Like, holy shit. Anyway, guys, we are anti-offending people on this channel, which is why Jamie Lopez, dead at 37, will not be offended by these comments. For multiple
Jesus Knox, Jesus! I would say too soon, but not really.
reasons.
Choo choo.
Okay, he's not fat acceptance, he's just retarded. That's not fair.
Choo choo.
There's nothing you can do.
Well, that's true. That there is, I don't even need to do anything.
I still don't understand to this day how avocado is so popular. I mean, I understand influencer, all that stuff, but no, seriously, like, there were a lot of people on YouTube I just refused to watch. Like, for example, Content Cop. I only learned about Content Cop not too long ago from the whole thing that recently happened. But other than that, I never watched any of his videos. I don't see any interest in watching any of his videos. Just not excited or interested.
Nux, didn't you already react to this video? I have never reacted to this video. Zoe Unlimited. I heard she was funny. She was actually recommended by people in my chat.
I'm fat and I'm sexy.
Well, you're fat.
I'm fat and I'm sexy.
Well, you are fat.
Sure.
I don't know. Listen, am I being too rude? Should we turn down the roasts? I feel like I've been
No, you have to go stronger. To get the message across, you have to go stronger.
To roast people because I don't care about getting canceled. Like, it's a weakness and a curse. God gave us pain receptors so that when we are in pain, we know to stop doing that thing. Pain is definitely a good thing. If you were never in pain, you wouldn't even realize that you're cutting your own fingers off. And I'm recognizing my flaw is that I don't care when I get canceled on the internet, and it just makes it worse. I think I should... Chat, you guys need to tell me when to stop, alright? Because my pain receptors...
I mean, let's face it. We're living in a world where we can't censor ourselves anymore. I mean, all you do is censor yourself, you're going to hate yourself. The fact that you're able to open up now and say what you want to say in fear of being labeled as this and that, I mean, let's face it. There's a lot of VTubers out there that are being labeled... full-blown labeled as, you know, Nazis, pretty much. All because they believe of being a little bit on the right and not so much on the left. If you follow Nux, then you kind of know who I'm talking about.
My pain receptors are... I don't know, man.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
True. Beauty is subjective.
But I don't know about you.
Oh
I
my
don't find any
God.
sexiness in contributing to the statistics that obesity is the leading cause of death in the US.
I'm just saying. I am holding back the roasts, okay? I'm sorry. It's hurting me. Oh, it's hurting me.
Very hot, I know.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I...
True, but you're dead.
She's dead!
She died.
Listen, your opinions were valid, but I'm just saying. I would take advice from other people first.
You ready to get supersized?
Was she dead at 37?
Oh, no.
Today?
She died too.
Yeah, that sucks.
Today I've got the big...
Why are they all dying at 37? It's kind of scary.
He's dead.
Bro!
33.
Stop! Listen,
God, 33. Holy shit, 33 years old.
We're not making fun of fat people here. We are making fun of... I want to make this clear. I want to make this clear, all right? I am not making fun of fat people. I am making fun of people that lie about obesity being healthy and obesity being awesome and cool and dope. Obesity is a disease. It is a self-inflicted disease. And this is a tragedy. It's not a tragedy that people that are killing themselves are dying as much as it's a tragedy of people are convincing you that it's good and are actively trying to poison other people. I'm just saying, the demons of gluttony are going crazy.
Join me on my fat positive radio show.
Which didn't last long because she
Oh my fucking god,
Oh my
they're
God.
all dying.
died.
Unlike how Dove or the new wave of Victoria's Secret wants you to believe.
Listen, I'm not buying that bra. I'm just saying, I'm not buying the bra for my, for my friend.
Healthy beauty does not come at every size, and certainly not at
God fucking damn it, holy shit, gravity.
That part, this one here is built like my client. This one here is built like one of my clients.
Warps around her.
a lot of the socially noble, body positive plus sizes. Yet it is absolutely not wholesome to point that out. So much corporate glorification.
Yeah, for some reason, corporations love making believe that that fat is sexy. I wonder why. Like, again, I don't know what it is about, like, this fucking...
I mean, let's face it, we all know. It's to keep people unhealthy, so people in the pharmaceutical companies can keep selling stuff like diabetes medication, high blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication for these people, so they make money from there. And then you got the businesses like food places where eating healthier costs so much more money nowadays that it's just cheaper to go get yourself a banquet frozen dinner for like $1 something versus a healthy choice meal, which is like $4. I mean, let's face it, it's cheaper to eat the dangerous way than to eat healthy.
This mega woke shit, like, it's insane. It's insane.
Has been done to powder the fat.
Holy schmorkles! Jabba the Hutt, I didn't recognize you under all those pillowcases. Jeebus Fleebus. She needs a freaking passport to roll over. Holy Lord. Fatness is a symbol of nobility in the Middle Ages. Yeah, because fat people lived longer in the Middle Ages because they didn't starve. Shocker, we're not in the Middle Ages. Holy schmuckles. How many people is that?
Elephant in the room. That
See what you did there?
obesity is in fact a disease,
True. Facts.
not a bragging point. But corporations don't want you to get well.
And that's the crazy part. That
They
is the
don't.
crazy part. That is the crazy part. The crazy part is corporations want you to keep fucking eating. It's all part of this giant conspiracy. The fatter you are, the more pharmaceutical drugs and treatments you will need. The more money pharmaceutical companies will make. The more addicted to sugar you will become. The more fucking sugary.
Yeah, it's all true. Every single bit he's saying is all true. One of the clients I take care of takes 2 different kinds of diabetes medication. They take 2 different kinds of blood pressure medication. Losartan is the most they use the most, but a cholesterol medication. They have to take an aspirin. It's just, and then don't forget the insulin. In case it's bad for them, they have to have insulin as well. They easily, on an average, take anywhere between 9 to 14 medications during the time I take care of them for a short half day. It's very sad, but that's the secret right there. That is the legit secret. They want people to not be healthy. Healthy people don't need vitamins, and they don't need medication for pressure and stuff like that.
Foods you're gonna end up fucking eating. Welcome to the fucking dystopia that we're currently living in. We're living in a dystopia and people don't even know! People don't even know.
Because there's a gold mine in fatness. Not
True. And they convince these fat people to glorify fatness to more people, literally spreading this disease and killing them!
Yep.
Killing them!
Yeah.
Because, they make money off their slow demise.
not just in convincing you to shed it, but also for you to keep it.
Yeah, it's a gold mine in personal trainers. Think about the economy around fat people. It's fucking insane.
Take body positive all-star Dove for instance.
Like, why the fuck would they make this? Like, they're making money off fat people. Okay, fat people, listen, all fat people that are watching this video and are still alive, okay? First of all, congratulations, that's huge. See what I did there? Second of all, you realize that they...
God, Nux. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Dove, a mega corporation like Dove, which is worth billions of dollars, they are making money off convincing people that fat is healthy. Like, do you realize what's happening? They're making this is like a bad Family Guy joke, and it became reality, and they're making money off of you, okay?
Real beauty comes at every size.
It's fucking insane. I mean, true. Big is definitely beautiful for, like, I guess a penis, specifically.
Stretch out their plastic bottles and video game figures to slap on words like beautiful, sexy, confident whenever they can.
Dude, guys, bro, stop. You're promoting poison. Poison! Dude, this is, like, it's cigarettes. It's cigarettes all over again. It's like they would make these ads for sexy people smoking cigarettes, except there's more money to be made in promoting fatness and obesity.
Yeah.
Like every other human, I wanted to believe that it was to support the self-love journey of women. And
Yeah, I'll be real here. It takes a really naive ass person to believe the media these days. But stop, please. Stop believing this shit. You think that they are promoting fat beauty because they want you to feel better about yourself?
leave it at that. But no, I decided to ruin my day and my trust in humanity by researching a bit more and found out that Dove is owned by...
See, that's the problem right there. She looked behind the curtain. And now she's gonna learn something about Dove. Well, actually, we're gonna learn something about Dove again. If you don't remember, here we go.
By Unilever. And guess what else Unilever owns? Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. That's literally what it's about. That is literally what it's all about. That's literally what it's all about.
Yep.
100%. 100%. Yep. That's it.
Yep.
What a coincidence that the random soap company that is supporting beauty, the random soap company that is promoting fat shit, is also owning ice cream.
Yeah.
Think it's a coincidence? Think it's a funny coincidence?
Magnum ice cream and many other ice creams, Hellman's mayo in all your greasy burgers, Skippy peanut butter, a selection of frozen foods. I can go on.
Yeah, listen, bro. Everyone hates me for throwing shade, but no one hates these people for providing shade.
Hooks. I forgot how bad some of his jokes were. Jesus. Yeah, I forgot how bad the jokes were.
Stand alone.
It nice to encourage your consumers to accept their enlarging body.
Oh my God! I said I wanted a queen-sized bed, not a bed-sized queen.
And deteriorating health as the ideal in order to sell more of your processed foods because their beautiful bodies deserve more. As body positive.
Again, it's crazy. It's crazy how like these
Why she look like Mimi from the Drew Carey show?
Fucking pawns that are all probably gonna die at the age of 50. No offense, just a statistic. All these fucking pawns in this giant game don't even realize how cooked they are. Bro, these people are pawns in a game of giant fucking corporations using the scam that is body positivity in order to sell more shit. Bro, stop.
A movement intended to uplift women become just manipulative limits to our acceptable emotions.
Also, you guys, no, stop glorifying obesity and energy drinks. Listen,
How many shakes and ice cream? Oh my God. See, if I had this and one of these, I'm gonna want to throw up. That's too much sugar.
I'm just saying, we have to address the elephant in the room. That was it.
My dear sweet child, that's what I do.
No, you should actually feel embarrassed for yourself. I'm not gonna lie. I think shame needs to be brought back. It's been too long. Society has gone for far too long without shame. We need shame back. Public shamings. That's right. I'm not saying I want the Game of Thrones like treatment where they like strip you naked and walk.
I mean, that would be kind of close to what we need.
Walking through the streets. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. I'm just real. All right, listen. I don't want to see.
I mean, Nux. Here's the thing, though. There's a fetish for everything out there, and there's a fetish for that. Even some people would consider this almost vor.
I don't want to.
If you don't know what vor is, don't look it up. Save yourself.
See her fucking pants come off. Her body would literally go from portrait to landscape mode instant. I don't want to see any of that shit. All right, I'm just gonna be real. But bro, stop.
It's what I live for.
And worse, a cover for big food.
Also, how is that supposed to be appealing and everything? You putting a video on TikTok, and you're putting a voice that just makes you in the worst possible light, pretty much.
Big farming and big pharmaceutical companies.
Yes, because you know who else makes money? Not just the fucking sugar companies, not just the ice cream companies, but the big pharmaceutical companies. Because guess what? If you're incredibly obese, then to be honest, you're probably on medications. And guess who makes money from your medications? What? That's crazy. Oh my God, that's insane. I'm just saying, bro, it's so sad. It's so sad. Again, obviously, not every obese person. It's not always their fault. I want to make this clear. There are a lot of like genetic issues with obesity. Not every fat person. It's not always their fault for being fat, and not every fat person is necessarily unhealthy. But the obese people, like guys, you could do something about it, and you should. And if you feel shame watching this video, and if I am offending you, I want to say I am sorry. But good. But good. I'm sorry. A solar.
You gotta light a fire up their ass if they want to change. I always had this belief in don't get even. If someone hates you, don't go for revenge. Show them what you could become. Be the better person, and when a time comes, you can rub it in their face that way. That here they are sitting in the dust while you are up ahead.
Eclipse is not due for a while, goddammit! Step out of the sun!
To profit off a nation of increasingly sick and fat people. None of this is a coincidence.
So the industry has engineered what they call the bliss point for the perfect amount of sugar in products. Not too little, not too much. Working on maximizing
Yeah, it's just enough to get you hooked into it, like cocaine.
the allure of their products.
Good job. Advertisement, baby.
Quote, we like them fat. Pick any ultra-processed foods at your local grocery store, for example. Some Kraft mac and cheese and Nestle drumstick, paired with some
look at
Kit
that.
Kat, Coffee
great.
Crisp, Smarties, and why not throw in some Laffy Taffy? Pop in the Kool-Aid and 4 cans of Dr. Pepper to keep hydrated. Oh, and can't forget the Oreo and Chips Ahoy. 4 cans of Orange Fanta for the vitamins. Fanta. Balance.
Fanta! 4 orgasms where it happened over the course of saying the word Fanta. You gotta say, that's pretty impressive, bro. Celery!
As one may say. As conventional beauty standards have become much more accepting and ambiguously defined by
Bro, dude. I cannot believe they got Ursula to model. Holy shit.
beauty giants. But guess who owns the beauty giants? Conglomerates like Nestle, Unilever, who
No
sell
way. Nestle owns the fucking beauty giant? That's a coincidence. It's almost like they...
Oh, baby, you look so sweet. I'll see myself out.
They want, but the funniest thing is, despite the fact that all these companies are trying their absolute hardest, they are trying their absolute hardest, literally trying their goddamn best to make you think that it's normal. Bro, they're trying their absolute best.
Today's day and age, they don't have to try that hard. A lot of people would easily just like to just go dip right into it versus all that.
To make you think that obese is sexy. But guys, we have eyes. Gaslight all you want! Gaslight all you want, my penis is soft. Holy shit, that goes hard.
anything from chocolate to ice cream to frozen foods, and that is when the Dove body soaps begin to make sense. Not saying that all body positive and fat acceptance campaigns are there to manipulate and drink.
Not all, obviously not all. I just do think
Most.
that there are enough. There's just enough. Definitely not all, but definitely a lot. I'm just saying.
You into increasing your body fat percentage without limits. And that is exactly the issue. So much of the message comes actually from an extremely caring and helpful perspective to help remove the stigma around plus-size people. But also, so much fat glorification has been disguised as
I don't know, man. We gotta stop this shit. We gotta put an end to this shit. And if I will become the villain, if I am the villain, so be it. God damn. Holy shit.
Nox, you're the villain for a lot of other things. This is just a wake-up call for a lot of people.
I'll be the villain. This is insane. It's like, dude, remember when chubby people used to be called fat? And now when we think fat, we think of fucking, someone the size of Argentina?
as acceptance.
Oh my god.
And when the majority of your stakeholders need to make money from selling frozen pizzas and ice cream, the votes are not up to you. Hiding profit-generating fat glorification under the term fat acceptance is...
I love how they title it fat acceptance also, you know?
Because it's easier to believe that it's a positive thing when you have a bunch of other people believing it's a positive thing versus you're slowly killing yourself in the process. That's what it all comes down to.
It's not about fat acceptance. It's literally fat glorification. It is gaslighting people in the most disgusting way.
Genius in 2 ways. First, it plays on the sentiment of correcting social injustices in society. Yes, arguably so, the statistical likelihood of fat and obese people facing more difficulties in society, such as prejudices, is a lot higher. And the stigmatization in media brought unfair shaming to obese individuals, which
Yes, fat people are all villains. They're all the bad guys. They suck. Yup.
should never be normalized. But glorifying obesity...
Yeah, true. Let's not normalize fat people as villains. All right, let's normalize them as making terrible life decisions. I think that's a much better concept. Listen, I'm not trying here to. I don't want you to think that fat people are evil. All right, I just think that they're unhealthy. Like I'll see a fat person, I'll see a smoker, and I'll think of the same thing. You know, like again, you're not doing something that is healthy or good for you or good for people around you either. Like, bro, stop.
the disease as
I mean, let's face it, it comes down to it. The more people that are positive about this, it's like I'm not sure if anyone will get the reference. There was a scene in Poltergeist 2 where this evil person took a lot of people who thought they were about to die into a cave, and it became a doomsday type cult where he pretty much kept them there until they all passed away under the guise and the fear and everything. That's what this is pretty much is. Have them all together, think that there's going to be a positive thing by them all being together, and eventually they're all going to die because they keep doing the same thing. They keep eating. They don't get no exercise. They're not expelling it properly. Their bodies start breaking down the things that they need. Their heart gets too much strain, and then they pass away.
Conventional beauty
And this is
normalized, but glorifying
you are advertising cigarettes to children. That's what this TikTok is doing.
obesity, the disease
And you will probably die young, unfortunately.
as conventional beauty hints at a more
And can you imagine these people being parents? Like, it gets so much worse. Because these people are obviously gaslighted by, let's say, the mega corporations into making believe that fat is healthy, all right? Like, all the mega corporations, they're all doing that shit, all right? Like, dude, bro, your child is gonna grow up with the most unhealthy diet of all time.
moral superiority and makes anyone's opinions who differ morally shallow.
I love it. Yep. I love how it vilifies them. Like, it's so evil. It's so manipulative and vindictive. This fucking I don't even want to call it fat acceptance because I'm very accepting towards fat people. I just think it's unhealthy as shit and destructive. But you're also generally not attractive. No offense. It's just a personal thing. I just have to say, listen. I'm not gonna say you're sexy when I'm soft. You can't blame me for this, all right? My penis is not fat phobic, okay? What do you do?
I mean, when it's in a permanent state of turtling, then you let's break it through.
Regardless if fat is unhealthy or not. Second, a food company telling you that being fat is natural, which isn't, and awesome is not so convincing.
There's no waistline.
Yeah, but that's why they're so vindictive about it. They make you the villain. They call you fat phobic. That's the craziest part. They are calling you fat phobic, bro. They're making you racist if you hate fat people.
Didn't Brett Cooper do a video a few months back about how this one person was hired by a state to be the spokesperson for fat acceptance?
Villainize you because you question something that is so obviously unhealthy. And they do something else. The message of fat acceptance shit, you know where that's coming from? It's coming from fat people on TikTok. Regular fat people that bought into this instead of, I was gonna say looking at themselves in the mirror, but if they looked at themselves in the mirror, then they'd probably know what's happening. Okay, listen.
Line worry with Coke, This individual size bottle has no more calories than half a grapefruit.
When you can spot their profit motive from 50 miles away.
It's low in calories.
It's low in calories. It's highly addictive. Let's fucking go.
Too. Hey, now don't you get any thinner?
A direct hard sell won't work here. But when a beauty or self-care company you never associate with frozen pizza casts someone plus size for a commercial, you get fired up with a sense of justice. Yeah, that is beautiful too. Don't get me wrong, overly restrictive beauty with models who are only Kate Moss level heroine chic is also problematic because again,
yeah. But these are problematic for completely separate reasons. I don't mean to be rude here or anything. I'm just saying, don't want to be rude, but that said, promoting obesity as healthy is killing people. Promoting the insane, glamorous, anorexic sexiness thing, I think is destructive for people's self-esteem.
I mean, you have two destructive sides there, Nux. When the time comes down to it, it's like a double-edged sword. Either you become obese and then you are shortening your lifespan, or you become anorexic, which half the time comes with bulimia, comes with depression, social acceptance when you can't get it. It just, either way, you have to find that nice middle area. Because if you have too much of one side, you're going to die. If you have too much of one side, your body's going to overstress itself. At the end of the day, if you go the anorexic way, you're going to put strain on your heart. If you go the obese way, you're going to put strain on your heart and your muscles and your joints.
These are both very real things, and I don't think either of them should be looked at as the norm by literally anyone. But I think that there's a very big difference between the two. I think the big difference is that the fat thing is literally, it's so counter to every normal person. It literally needed to get implanted by the fucking giant companies.
Yep.
And it is not healthy. But as much as many wish, the spectrum of healthy...
Oh my
God.
God.
Do we really need to talk about what we're seeing right now? Ugh, fuck.
Listen, I watched this video and I didn't laugh at any of their jokes, but the sidewalk cracked up when they stepped outside. Bro, it's a good thing Nikocado Avocado was doing this shit, because every time he skips a meal, the stock market drops.
Does not stretch over to obesity. It is amazing that women of all sizes are loving and accepting who they are, but
100% you should love and accept who you are, but you should also realize that it's unhealthy. Listen, cancer patients should love and accept who they are too, but should still fucking get chemo. This is a very normal thing to say.
Yeah.
Genuine self-love and confidence comes from within and not society.
True. But the issue is when you're having these conversations with like an obese person trying to get through to them, like you literally need 2 buses and a train to get to their good side. No? Too far?
Telling you,
Nux.
or some ads telling you that your size
That
is
one wasn't
also
even that
quote-unquote beautiful. What we're talking about here is not the opposite of fat shaming. For shaming someone for any
We're about to agree to disagree.
reason is not acceptable behavior.
Agree to disagree. Listen, I respect your opinion, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying we should publicly shame people or anything. But I am saying that it's really not healthy. And if that's the only way that it's gonna work, someone's gotta do it. I will become your villain. I'll be your villain.
Because it does not come from a place of genuine care, of wanting to help them be.
No, I genuinely care and want to help. I genuinely want to help. Listen, if you're overweight and obese and dying, I definitely want to help. I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to help you, because you're probably too deep down that rabbit hole.
No, God.
But I might help someone else. You know, I got a lot of emails and messages from a lot of people that said, I am obese, and I started trying to lose weight after watching your videos making fun of fat people. Because I would say that my incredible acts of genuine kindness, wholesomeness, and shaming idiots, it obviously has a message to it. There obviously
brings
is a
awareness
message to what I tried to say. I'm not coming after anyone individually. I'm not even making fun of fat people in this video. I'm making fun of an ideology that fat is healthy, and it's not. It's destructive to you, and it's destructive to people around you. And this ideology is a cancer, bro. It really is.
It is.
I am taking on a heavy burden. All right.
No.
Well, we're talking about the glorification of fat, disguised as acceptance.
Positivity is toxic because it pretends to be rooted in compassion and kindness, but in reality, it encourages women to engage in very destructive behaviors.
Yeah.
It literally is. It
is.
I'm just saying. Listen,
100%.
It's tough love. Tough love is telling an obese person that they're committing slow suicide.
Encourages women to be obese, unhealthy, and be averse to personal responsibility and discipline.
If you think most body positivity campaigns are to help you love yourself,
Bullshit.
I'm sorry, honey.
It's called dramatic coping. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Every time I see like an obese person, because it's just obvious that being obese is bad because it kills you. Shocker! You die young. All right. So obviously it's bad. But that's why whenever I see this shit, the first thing that I think of is they're coping. They're all coping. No one actually believes it. All the gaslighting in the universe. Lady, you can't breathe because you're so fat. Okay? You're gonna tell me that you're gonna tell me that you really think it's great when you fucking need to plug your face into the wall to breathe?
Honey, corporate America.
I mean, CPAP machines, oxygen, portable oxygen tanks. It's there. It's scary.
Is a surfacely sweet but extremely cruel place.
It's like, how can you not see the problem? They have to see it and just not care. They have to just be like, well, we're gaining profit. Do you see how much this McDonald's is making?
I mean, facts, 100%.
Put another one across the street.
There is nothing wrong with fat acceptance. Acceptance of reality is the first and most essential step to all or any type of progress.
Agreed.
But of what you do after accepting the reality is often neglected.
It's the truth. I mean, the worst thing is being in a delusional bubble, thinking that being 550 pounds, not being able to find clothes, you have to go online, order clothes, because you won't be able to find them at stores. You'll never find them at malls, that's for sure. All these, like, big dude places or oversized large stores, you're not going to find clothing normal. You're not going to find shoes normal, if you can even wear shoes. A lot of people get their legs swell up so badly from it that they can't do normal things anymore. It's really sad. I mean, when you live in a bubble and you think that bubble, nothing can hurt you, and everything is just, it's okay. When the truth of the matter is, if you just had enough people in your life asking you, telling you, being there for you, and be like, please, Jeff, Nancy, Steve, I don't want to see you die. I don't want to see you in a casket by the time you hit 30. It's a big thing. It's sad that these people don't want to wake up. It's like the Matrix. They don't want to wake up.
And never talked about. Telling fat people to keep eating the way that's not serving their health because they are beautiful.
Oh my God.
It's like telling.
I'll be real here. I think that that this is a great message that we should pass on to, like, terrorists. You hear me? Any ISIS members watching? Fat is beautiful. I'm just saying. Fat is beautiful. Oh, yes.
An alcoholic to keep on drinking because they're fun. It's the easy and profitable thing to do.
Having a fat country makes...
I don't even want to hear the end of her sentence.
That's money.
But
never mind, she's right.
At the end of the day, it is...
It also lowers the average life, you know, it literally does. Listen, yes, you walk into some states in America and you're fucking playing Earthquake Simulator, true?
Responsible to push unhealthy, addictive...
Do you have to make the Ikigo face? Holy shit.
...behaviors to a greater extreme with the power of both brainwashing, quote-unquote, self-love ads, and processed...
And extreme coping! Extreme coping!
Foods designed in a way that's addicting, easy to eat, and easy to repeat the eating pattern. It's not a simple good versus bad food, normal versus fat problem. It's a whole addictive pattern building trap.
I lost 60 pounds.
I mean, let's face it. Like I said, places like Burger King, McDonald's, I'm not sponsoring anything. I don't think they would sponsor me anyway. But those places, the way they make their food, they make them so they're addictive. So you're going to be like, oh, this tastes good. I'll go back tomorrow and get another one. And then I'll go back tomorrow and get another one. And then another one. I'll get another one. And then you'll be like, well, you know what? I'll buy one now. And then I'll buy one for later. And then when the time comes, you realize that you put on like 50 pounds without realizing in a month's time, which is very scary. Candies, sodas, meals, all these things, they have addictive ingredients in them that makes you come back.
It's also cancer with extra steps.
Pounds in 6 months, everyone was so happy for me. I hated myself. I hated the way I looked. I exercised.
Naturally fat.
Dude, oh my God. Fuck, bro, stop.
Our daily trips to McDonald's genetic?
This guy here really pisses me off. I mean, all he did was paint a very nasty message. And then, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he discovered to be a scumbag asshole manipulator to a lot of people?
Is eating chips in bed genetics? Is being...
Yeah, no, 100%. A lot of people use the genetic thing as an excuse when it really isn't.
Being allergic to the gym genetics. Is running 100 miles genetics. Back in a universe where fat just meant fat and not a compliment or...
I need to get myself back in shape. Right now, I have a shape, but I used to cosplay.
Salt. Fat just means you have excess energy stored in your body that you are not using. Obesity or...
True! And when dying of hunger was the #1 cause of death in the fucking, 1100s, yeah, being fat was pretty goated. It was pretty good to be fat, because that means you're probably not going to be dying of hunger. But now obesity is the #1 cause of death in America. Like...
Remember what killed Thanos' world? Too many mouths, not enough to go around. I mean, go back to those ages. I'm joking.
Hello? It's suicide with extra steps. Like, why is it that some guy fucking overdosing on drugs, why is that unhealthy when being obese is not unhealthy? Listen,
I mean, when the time comes down to it, you have that extra bottle of alcohol poison, you can die. You have a narcotic in you, you can overdose, you can die. You eat something with so many calories in it, your heart can literally have a heart attack and then you die. They're all addictive things that could lead to death. And like I said, a lot of people with addiction, mental health issues, they don't understand that they are in that case. And that's what it all comes down to. A person that's obese half the time doesn't realize they're obese until it's too late.
That is genetically addicted to alcohol. I don't want to hear any of your opinions.
Overweight is a disorder involving excessive body fat that increases.
Like, just look at this person for just look at this person for just half a second.
Weight is a disorder.
You tell me, in what reality, alternate universe, is this normal? She's using her fat as a table. And look what's in her plate. Nachos, from the looks of it, and pizza. You tell me what world that's normal. If you tell me that's healthy in the comments, and that's normal in the comments, and I hope to God that you're just trolling. I really hope to God you're just trolling, because this is frightening. This is frightening on so many levels. Just think about it like this. She has to be moved. She has to be mobile to a point, or else she gets blood clots. She gets bed sores. She can have all these health issues for just being in her bed. This is not healthy. This is not normal. This is frightening. And people need to wake up and realize that this is frightening.
Disorder involving excessive body fat that increases the risk of health problems. Notice how something that elevates your risk of dying of cardiac arrest is a disorder and is not normal.
Yeah? That's crazy.
Needless to say, glamorously framed as the modern sex.
Let me tell you something. This woman that's speaking, she's nailing every single thing on the head. You know what? I'm definitely going to subscribe to her right after this.
Sexiness, yet times
I'll also have her
again,
channel, the video in the description
thing,
also.
And media and advertising say another.
Facts. And some things are just accepted by the public for some reason. And again, it's this woke brain rot that is saying that fat is beautiful and that fat phobia is a thing. Anyone that unironically uses the word fat phobia, I immediately deduct their possible IQ by 20.
Beauty is supposed to be diverse and natural, but there is...
Remember, there's some areas where calling someone obese is a slur.
Not about being obese. Obesity prevalence was stably low until shooting up post the 70s. And even though there is no data evidently backing up its absence in our hunter...
Listen, Darwin wins. Society keeps moving and Darwin keeps winning. These people are literally breeding themselves out of existence. Not only because they probably can't get it up because erectile dysfunction is a massive side effect of obesity, but
that's true.
A whole ass other thing.
Other days, rare civilizations removed from modern processed foods and lifestyles such as the Myuu tribe is a close...
And not to be too descriptive, I mean, two really large people. I mean, there's no connection, there's no contact. You're not getting your USB port into the hole.
Modern case, the Myuu, a Bolivian population living in a subsistence lifestyle of hunting, gathering, fishing, and farming.
And I bet you there is not a single obese person in this desert.
The lowest levels of coronary heart diseases reported to date, and statistically insignificant obesity. And yes, they also eat sugar and starchy carbs, just harvested by themselves. So do these people just have some God-sent fat-proof genetics?
Get out of here, miss me with that shit.
Oh, the overall Bolivian population that shares similar genetics is still subject to 28 and 17% of obesity for women and men. So if they also eat carbs, fat, protein, just like the American diet, why are they rarely inflicted with fat-related health complications?
It's almost because the way society is built is fucking killing people. And honestly, it's physical warfare when it comes to...
I mean, the system is rigged for a lot of people out there. That's what it comes down to it. Yeah, there's some people out there right now that are trying to change that for a lot of people, but in the end of the day, it's still being very rigged against a lot of people out there.
The way they're getting people addicted to sugars and shit, and bro, it's some psychological warfare, labeling fat phobia as just normal person that actually knows a thing or two about science.
Is all the difference really in the absence of food processing? According to CDC, Americans are eating more calories on average than they did in the 1970s. 1971 and 2000, the average man added 168 calories to his daily fare, while the average woman added 335 calories.
Oh my god!
A day. What is driving this trend? Experts
be neutral, bullying and glorifying can harm people. I agree, but you see, let me explain something. While I do believe that balance is important and there should be no bullying and no glorifying, in a world where there is glorifying, I would be the counterbalance. I'm just saying. Someone needs to be the counterbalance. And I will take that burden.
Say it's a combination of increased availability, bigger portions, and more high-calorie foods, but nothing beats the devious design of processed foods to get people hooked as an addictive coping mechanism to rising psychological issues.
And the crazy thing is, there's no reason for...
It's like my analogy earlier. You go to a McDonald's, you see those... They just recently brought back, after like many years, those tender strips, and I'm literally seeing people at my work going nuts over them. It's like that. You go in, you buy yourself a 3-piece, and you be like, oh, I'll get another 3-piece tomorrow. And again, you go in there next day, you'd be like, you know what, I'll buy the 4-piece this time. And then the next time you go in, you know what, I'll buy a 4 and a 3-piece. And then you'll be like, well, I'll buy a 4 and a 3-piece, and I'll buy an extra 3-piece for tonight. That kind of thing. You become addicted to it. It also is a shit ton of money, too.
These people to not do that. That's the wildest part. The
best part about me is I don't have that much money. I don't have to worry about shit like that.
Wildest part. And there's an army. There's like a whole fucking army of differences. Like, the fact that most of your day you can spend inside, you never actually have to leave your house or walk or exercise in any way. It's like, bro, that's one thing.
Yeah.
And also, food is literally designed to get you addictive because guess what? The people that are fucking making potato chips, they don't give a flying fuck if you die of a heart attack. They just want you to buy as many goddamn potato chips as you can.
Food addiction is a carefully designed process.
True.
People aren't stuffing their faces in beans when they're having a bad day. Quote, foods that are very high in fat and carbohydrate in equal ratio don't exist naturally, said Gerhardt.
I mean, let's face it, a lot of people turn to ice cream whenever they're having a very bad day. You tell me, everyone that's watched this video, where you have had an aunt, a sister, a cousin that's like gotten themselves a pint of ice cream and then started enjoying it when they have a bad day.
A clinical psychologist.
Damn, oh fuck. And also, another thing that I doubt she's gonna mention, I think it's pretty scientifically proven that obesity and depression come hand in hand too. And you know what people do when they're depressed? They eat more fucking food, goddammit.
At the University of Michigan. It is something that is designed by food scientists in a laboratory to look a certain way, feel a certain way in your mouth, smell a certain way when you open the package. So once you had one pleasant experience with it, you want more. And you want it more often.
Welcome to addiction, ladies and gentlemen.
Food addiction is on the rise, and the conglomerates are normalizing it.
Yup. And honestly, so are all the fat people coping. I think the fat copers are doing a really good job. They don't even realize that they're just cogs in the machine. Cogs that will die sooner than other cogs, but they are cogs nonetheless.
Or rather, glamorizing the consequence of it. So much of the fat acceptance movement is actually a brainwashing ad for addictive junk food. And yes,
yeah, and the fucking fat people that they want to cope. They don't want to hate themselves, obviously. None of them should hate themselves. They're just big fat cogs in the machine.
Excuse my language, for it is now politically incorrect to call food good or bad. And I agree.
What?
It's all based on...
There's no fucking way it's politically incorrect. Yeah. Oh my god.
Good for what and bad for what? And how much of good before it turns not so good. Because good versus bad is so subjective, it's easier than ever for food companies to manipulate the concept. Because the easier answer...
Yes, you're right. McDonald's is 100% good if you're fucking starving. No doubt. 100%. And thank you to subjectivity that you can literally lie. I mean, this is just every advertising campaign of every big mega corporation ever. They'll literally lie to you and gaslight you in order to promote their own shit.
Yeah.
But look here, dude, people in my chat were saying that I was lying, so I just wanted to show this to you. Obesity is associated with an elevated...
Yeah. Studies that have shown obesity is most likely amplified the prevalence of depression and anxiety disorder. Like I said, it's a sickness.
Risk of depression, okay? And metabolic anxiety and cardiovascular, that's heart diseases, chronic inflammation, as well as many malignant diseases. Malignant will kill you. Studies show that obesity is likely to amplify the prevalence of depression and anxiety disorders. This is all true, by the way.
By National Health Institute. Not some kind of like stupid article thing. It's there. Everything that he's looking up, you could just look up yourself. You can see how bad it is.
All right, this is all true. Right, and I'm just thinking back to that.
The thing is, in the place that I work at, we have to learn a lot of different situations, so that way we can identify like bed sores and things like that. So yeah, so like I said,
Illymation video where she was saying that chocolate isn't necessarily any worse than a carrot. True, unless you're fat, in which case it is worse than a carrot.
Is always one that makes you feel good. To eat as much as you want and still...
It looks so fucking gross.
Still feel great.
Bro is 2 steps.
He looks like he ripped into a Jim Henson Muppet alien, and he's devouring it. How is this? I don't even know what this... I honestly, God, don't even know what this is, and I'm scared to go look it up. I'm hoping to God this does not exist anymore. I'm hoping Avocado ate the last of the alien remnants, and that's it.
Ahead for real, and all it costed was 20 years off his life.
About yourself.
Get that fiber and the antioxidants and just feel.
And the greatest beneficiaries to glorifying this disease is the toxic triad of big farming, big food, and big pharma for creating a nation of sick and fat people.
And that's what they want to do.
I have some relatives. They can't help themselves but to go to one of these cookie crumble places almost every 2-3 days. And those places are expensive. I don't see the appeal to them. But they buy so much. And they use the excuse that they're buying for their families and stuff like that. But what literally you see them open the box and they grab 3 cookies for themselves. It's... I don't know anymore.
They literally do not give a flying fuck about you. They want you paralyzed and sick and coping. They want you addicted to their meds and their foods and their drugs.
Let me put it into context. About a third.
I'm just saying, at least they're smart about it, okay?
I mean, you think about it like this also. Wall-E. All those people in beds. Overweight. Because they're not mobile. I mean, that's pretty much what the big pharma would love people to be. They would love to be overweight so that way they could just keep pumping them with drugs and the government pays for those drugs and there you go.
At least Big Pharma is smart about it. Imagine being the manipulated fucking fat sheep telling people this. Imagine propagating it. I think that anyone that promotes what they call fat phobia or fat acceptance...
On a different side note, I really like her microphone. Unfortunately, I'm using a Comcast, a hyper one, and unfortunately the stand broke on it a long time ago, so it's zip tied to a little stand.
Even though I think those terms are fucking stupid, anyone that promotes that shit is an unwitting terrorist. Okay? Alright? You're promoting something that is killing people! No offense. I mean, you'll be dead soon, so even if you are offended.
I mean, you're not putting a gun in their hand, you're just putting a fork in their hand. It's almost the same thing.
You won't be offended for very long.
Of our economy thrives on making people more fat and sick. Big farming grows 500 more calories per person per day than 25 years ago. Industrially processed foods with addictive combinations of fat, sugar, and salt deter the
a little funny thing, if you don't realize, you can eat a lot of eggs. The calories are very low, and it's good protein for you. You can have yourself 3 eggs a day when you first wake up. I know it'll be a very big, hearty meal, but that's under 200 calories, depending on the size of the egg. If you get medium, large, extra large, or small. But yeah, you could have yourself a good helping of eggs, and it's healthy for you.
Stop signals for eating. The sicker our population,
Just don't have it as an everyday
they
thing.
Genetically mutate their food to make you not realize you're full. How cursed is that?
the more medications are sold for high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, depression, and other lifestyle-driven diseases.
Said it.
While more and more of us believe not.
She would never be able to successfully catfish you. I'm just saying. She might cat whale you, but she would never catfish you.
Not only is this okay, this type of sickness.
Oh
my God.
Mother of fuck. Holy ballsack. Bro. Dude.
Is sexy and beautiful. And sadly, the profit-driven version of the fat acceptance movement targets women way more.
I like how she said way. She misspelled it though. It's spelled W-E-I-G-H.
Yeah.
Why do we see a range of plus-size models from mannequins in retail to
It looks so cringe.
Victoria's Secret fashion shows?
Obviously, it's because it's trying to make it, to normalize it and gaslight people into thinking it's good. And it works because everyone wants to gaslight themselves into thinking that they are beautiful, obviously.
While men's fashion still shows buff and
No shot!
tone models
Yeah, why don't you ever see any, like, fat acceptance fat dudes, huh?
and plastic mannequins, something does not add up. Perhaps it is because of the
One of these
preconceived
things
notion
is
that
not
women
like the
care
other.
more about appearances, or that many women still take the main responsibility for shopping for food for the whole household, which
Interesting. That's an interesting theory. I didn't think of that.
drives more impact.
I think it's because you see a lot more, I don't know. Obviously, a lot of men care about what they look like a lot. But in my personal experience, which could be wrong, women generally care about what they look like more. And, you know, you could just gaslight them into thinking that they're beautiful. It's much...
And also, if you want to go by certain logics, women will be more attracted to men that are more fit, more of the macho description, versus an actual, you know, someone that's mid-shape or has a little bit of a belly. They'll want someone that's like over 6 feet, 7 figures, that kind of shit.
It's much easier for people to just say, oh, wait, I am actually beautiful. Holy shit, you're right. I am fat and gorgeous.
And speeding
Much easier than actually, you know, working on fixing yourself.
up the fattening of the population, leading
Oh my
to
God.
more sickness. The spiral itself, from farming to food processing to solving.
Also, dude, I'm just saying, if there's a bunch of dudes and one dude gains a lot of weight, all the other dudes will be like, bro, you got fucking fat. And if a bunch of women get together and one of them gets overweight, everyone will be like tiptoeing around it until one of them will say, I gained weight. And all of her girlfriends will be like, girl, you look gorgeous. What are you talking? I didn't even notice it. You look better than...
And also, a bunch of your buddies are going to be like, okay, that's it. We're hitting the gym. We're getting you back in shape. They're going to be, good bros are going to have your back. They're going to make sure to get you back the way you was. If you're going through something, a bad breakup, and you put on like 30 pounds without realizing it, good friends are going to be there for you. They're going to spot you. They're going to force you on that treadmill. And then, you know what? In a month and a half time, it's gone.
This way. Or not. Maybe I'm just being sexist or something.
Naturally increasing problem is just bleak and sickening. Self-acceptance is not the opposite from self-improvement, and is certainly not the logical reason to regenerate 90% of your cells from frozen pizzas, chocolates, chips, and whatever genius foods corporations created to keep you addicted and sick. Part of loving yourself is to actually take accountability for your well-being.
True.
That is
Instead of coping
so
and gaslighting.
fact.
Instead of letting profit-seeking commercials tell you that you are enough. Being positive does not mean being unrealistic. It requires the...
It's not positivity. It's literally not positivity. It's propaganda. Can we please understand this difference? Like, dude, it's actually positive. It's actually propaganda. It's not positivity. Dude, stop.
courage to face the discomfort of broken...
It's like Hassan literally went on his stream and said that Iran is one of the most pro-LGBT countries in the world because they're more pro-trans people than America. Like, I saw that. That is not...
And you know that's a goddamn lie.
Positivity. That is propaganda. Iran is not pro-trans people. They just take gay people and cut their cocks off and make them trans. Okay? That's not being pro-trans. That's saying that they will murder gay people. They will execute gay people in Iran. And they will make them become transgender. Okay? So saying that they are pro-trans is propaganda, not positivity. There's a difference.
Delusions and be willing to make changes if needed.
body positivity movement has now resulted in magazine covers that actually says this is healthy.
That is evil. That is evil. This is terrorism. Saying that this is healthy is fucking domestic terrorism.
Lifestyle of being
it's
obese
manipulation
is now
on a
not
massive
only beautiful,
scale.
but it's healthy.
Glorifying a disease is not self-love. It's delusion.
Of course I don't have any health problems. Always out of breath and it's hard to do things, but that's because of fat phobia. And doctors not listening.
True! Yes! It's her fat phobic doctor that's preventing her from breathing at night.
To me. It has nothing to do with the fact that my fupa restricts my movement.
And despite
cooking
how impossible it seems, what you do after acceptance is still your choice to make. That's a food for thought.
Yeah, that was a really good video. Honestly, I think that we have to stop all the fat phobic doctors from giving their patients heart attacks when they're fat. I think this is a problem with society. Ladies and gentlemen, if this video offended you, consider losing weight. If this video offended you and you're not overweight, then honestly, you are living in a fucking delusion. Fat influencers are passing away, and it's sad. But at least let their deaths remind you that fat people need to lose weight. All right, I'm just saying. It didn't offend me, just made me self-conscious and scared. Don't be scared, just try to lose weight. No offense, but do that. Like, I'm just saying. I have a family member that died of a heart attack at 46 because he was obese. I mean, that's just, and it was sad. Very, very sad. Wonderful guy. But I don't want to die at 46. Thank you for being here. Stay weird, fam.
Thank you, Nux, for that amazing video. And like I said, the link to this video here and this person's video that did the talking, it will also be in the description as well. Again, thank you very much to you for the comments. It means a lot to me. And since we did get 10 likes, I'm going to be reacting to the trans 120, I believe, or 110. Either way, expect another video very, very soon. But that one I might have to wait because I really want to see this shoe on head video. I've been delaying it long enough. Until then, thank you all for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. If you found this somewhat entertaining or you want to share this, my opinion, with someone out there, in case you know people that don't like Nux as much, you know, maybe a fresh voice might be out there for, you know, to help. Consider giving a sub, a like, a share. It don't cost anything for that, and I don't make a penny off any of this stuff. Till then, see you in the next one. Bye for now.